Coming up is a 30-minute advanced lower body workout with weights and a bench. You'll be building a booty with single leg exercises to really get nice and deep into those glute muscles. One thing is for sure, you're going to feel the burn. Grab some moderate to heavy dumbbells, a bench or sturdy chair, and a resistance band. Are you ready? Let's do this. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, let it go. Again, one more time. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, let it go. Let's just go ahead and find some bodyweight squats here as I explain the workout. So we have 2 blocks of work, 4 exercises per block, 1 minute each move with a 30-second rest in between. We want to go heavy, and we're going to be focusing on single leg exercises to really get nice and deep in the glutes. To build that booty, we have to put a lot of load, a lot of resistance, and you do have a lot of recovery time. 30 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but we are circuiting through different moves so that you have some time to kind of rest in between those different moves. And that's gonna hopefully encourage you to step up your weights and really go nice and heavy. All right, let's go into some single leg deadlifts, waking up our core, waking up the back of the legs so feet can stay about shoulder distance. You're gonna hinge from those hips. Nice, soft standing knee as you hinge forward. Feel the tension along that standing leg and then stand back up. Let's go ahead and stay on this side just to make sure that we are finding our balance and we're really focusing on that range of motion, trying to keep our body in a nice straight line from head to heel. Let's go ahead, do one more on this side, and then we are gonna switch. Now, as you're doing this, make sure that your shoulders are staying square. Make sure that your hips are staying square as well. So we don't want to have this hip opening up and trying to extend it a little bit further. You want to keep those hips nice and square, and that's going to get a deeper contraction in the standing hamstring and booty. Good, let's go one more. If you fall over like me, it is all good. And then let's go ahead and rest. Let's practice some Bulgarian lunges because we are gonna be doing this with weights. So we're gonna have one foot on the bench. We're gonna step far enough away and find our balance as well so that when we come down into this lunge, this knee is not passing the toe. It can be slightly in front of the ankle, but we don't want it to the point where our heel is lifting up and the knee is coming forward. So drop it back, come back up. My torso has a soft, small lean forward. That's gonna help me get a little bit deeper into the booty muscles and just feels more natural because your body is tilted one way. So let's go ahead and switch sides, finding your Bulgarian lunge, practicing the moves, body weight first, so that we can get our muscles nice and warm. And then we'll go ahead and add load. I also forgot to mention we are going to be doing one exercise with a band. If you have a band, great. If you don't, it's all good. You can still do this workout without it. All right, and then final move, let's just go ahead and find a hip hinge here. You're going to tilt from those hips, getting both sides of the body to work. Soften the knees, keeping the back nice and flat as you do this. All right, if you have any more warm-up moves that you need to do, go ahead and do it now. We're gonna take off with our first exercise, which is gonna be Bulgarian lunges on the right side. So 1 or 2 dumbbells in your hand. If you have 2 dumbbells, you're gonna just frame the shin as you come down. If you're focusing on just one, it really doesn't matter which side you're holding onto it. Nice heavy dumbbell, drop it down as low as you can, stand back up. I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 heavy dumbbell. That's just my preference. Sometimes it changes. Let's go ahead and find our position. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're gonna drop it down and stand back up. Now the goal here is to get as low as you can in that lunge. You wanna drive into that heel that's on the floor. That's gonna really help wake up that booty. You're going at a nice, easy pace. You want to find a weight that really challenges you in this minute. You might be able to fit in maybe up to 15 reps or so. If you're going higher than 15 reps, I'm gonna challenge you to increase your weight. In order to build muscle, you do wanna go heavy, which means your reps can be a little bit lower. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, give yourself a break. Woo, okay. So we're gonna do same thing, other side. If you are counting your reps, try to make sure that you are staying relatively balanced, but first and foremost, you do wanna make sure that you're using the same exact weight so that you can stay balanced. So let's get ourselves set up. Finding your balance, take a look where the bench is or the sturdy chair. Find the perfect stance for you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You're gonna drop it down. Try to get as low as you can. You might notice some imbalances when you're doing single leg stuff. You might realize, oh, I'm really weak on my left side, or I can't go as low as I can on my right. This is great awareness to help you realize which side are you more dominant in, which side you tend to use more than the other. And this single leg of work that we do here is meant to just bring more balance into the body, help you become aware of your tendencies, and hopefully help create a more equal, strong body on both sides. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, from here, next move, we're gonna go into a 3 pull squat, 1 or 2 dumbbells in your hands, really up to you. We're gonna actually do suitcase style. So 2 dumbbells here. We pulse for 3, 2, 1, and then stand up. I'm gonna go ahead, grab my heavy. 3 pulses at the bottom. Trying to get as low as you can, feet shoulder distance apart. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down, 2, 3, up 1. Trying to get to your lowest squat. Watching the knees, making sure they're not in front of your toes. So you're sitting back in that chair. Your heels are heavy, your chest is up. Your goal is to get those thighs parallel to the floor. And we're breathing. And hopefully we're struggling by the last 15 seconds. If you're not, I want you to step it up next round, okay? You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go into a step over to a curtsy lunge on the bench. So let me show you what this looks like. So we're gonna have 1 foot on the bench. For 30 seconds, we're going to transfer this other leg to either side. You're gonna essentially be holding a squat the entire time on this leg. 30 seconds, and then we switch. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're never actually standing up, you're just transferring the weight. Land with a soft knee. If you have any knee issues and this doesn't feel good, then you can just do a traditional step up if you'd like, and then right back down. And let's go ahead, switch. Keeping that core nice and tight. Staying in control of this movement the entire time, okay? Don't be sloppy. You got it. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Okay, let's go ahead back to the very top, starting with your Bulgarian lunges. Can we go a little bit heavier? Can we go a little bit lower? Can we do tempo? I don't know, it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to progress. I'm gonna focus on tempo. I like focusing on tempo. Here we go. You can also change up your grip. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So if your right hand was holding it, you can hold it with the left this time. If you're gonna do tempo, you go down, 2, 3, up 1. Now again, I have a slight lean forward in my back, in my posture, but it's still straight. That's the most important thing. I am not rounding my shoulders. "20 seconds. We should be starting to feel the burn, feeling the struggle. You're almost there. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, okay. If you're not already recording your weight, go ahead and do that so that when you do this workout again, you can try to go up in weight, or you can increase the reps, or you can even slow it down and just focus on really, really good form. Whew, okay. Other side, let's get ourselves set up and ready to go because it takes a little bit. 3, 2, 1, let's work. Can't skip leg day, you guys. I go to a gym nearby and I see the guys who skip leg day, and it's not a good look. It is not a good look. We all have our preferences on what we like more. Some people like to train upper body more, some people like lower. To be honest, lower, not necessarily my favorite because it's so tough. You're sweating, your muscles are like exhausted. Upper body, I'm not so mad about. Let's go ahead, rest. Good work. We're gonna go into your 3 pulse squat. But I do feel accomplished after a nice leg day, especially when you're like squatting or like hip thrusting a weight that you never thought you could do. And you're like, dang, I got some power. I got some strength in my legs. I think that's pretty cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 3 pulses. Down, 2, 3, up 1. Now for those who are like, I hate my legs, don't like my legs, I've never liked them. I'll tell you what, for the longest time growing up, I hated my calves. I think it's a Filipino thing, I think it's like an Asian thing, it's just a family thing. All of my family have big calves, and I hated it because it looked different in school, right? I had these big old calves and everyone had like small, tiny calves, and I hated it. But you know what? When I go on hikes, like back in the day, like in high school, everyone would get so tired hiking up mountains, and I was like, just fine. Easy breezy, this is nice, I can keep going. It's because of my calves. So I ended up falling in love with my calves, falling in love with my body, because I could do hard things with them. Rest. So if you feel like you don't like your thick thighs, or you don't like your skinny legs, whatever it is, I just want you to take a moment to thank your mama, thank your family genes, thank the body that you have, because you literally only have one body for the rest of your life. You have no way to change your anatomy. 3, 2, 1, let's work. Unless you do something crazy like plastic surgery, but who wants to do that, right? So Instead of just hating a part of your body, can you just choose to love it? Can you just choose to be grateful? Because I can't change my calves. Sure, I can do some calf raises and make it nice and toned and whatever, but I can't change it. So let's stop putting so much energy into hating something and just choose to be grateful for it. Switch sides. That is freedom. Freedom of self-criticism, freedom of the bullying that you experience every single day. And that bully is not that person on social media. That person is you. 15 seconds. Almost there. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. 1 minute break. Grab a sip of water, towel down, do what you gotta do. Nice job. So we're gonna go into block number 2. We have 4 new exercises. You are gonna need your band, and you're gonna need 2 moderates or 1 heavy weight. We're gonna go into single leg deadlift, right and left side, and then we have some donkey kicks on the bench. So let's talk about the single leg deadlift. You're standing nice and tall, shoulders back, hinge from the hips. Now this time, we're gonna have our weights and we're gonna keep it nice and close to our shin. And then we're gonna stand back up. 1 or 2 weights. You can hold 2 or you can hold 1. Really up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and hold 1. Go ahead and hold 1 heavy. That's just my style. I like some freedom in this other hand, I don't know why. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're gonna drop it down and we're gonna come back up. If your ankle is shaking all over the place, that's a good thing. You are building stability. You're focusing on your balance. And if you lose your balance, just reset, reconnect to your core. And try to spread out all 5 toes in your shoe. I got that from like a yoga class, and I think it's nice because sometimes we scrunch our toes in our shoe, and that only makes stability even harder. Try to go all the way down without rounding your spine. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful work. We have that on the other side. If you are really having trouble with balance, you can go ahead and take your shoes off. Like go barefoot, keep a firm grip in your hands so that you don't throw the weight on your toes. But that will help you, especially if you have a really big sole of your shoe, lots of cushion. This move gets really, really difficult. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the closer you are to the floor, the better. The more grounded you're gonna feel. And notice how I'm keeping this dumbbell super close to my shin. I'm trying to almost like drag it along my thigh. A little shaky. Almost there. We got 20 seconds. One more good one. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, go ahead, grab your band. We're gonna go into some kneeling donkey kicks. All right, so for this one, let's go ahead and place this band around our kneecaps. You're gonna lock it in under the left kneecap, and you're gonna kick the right foot back. Nice and straight. Feel the glute engage, come back in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bring it back, hold it for a quick second. Come back in with control.
So this move helps to target the upper shelf, your gluteus medius, gluteus minimus. So if you kind of tapped your booty and you found your balance a little bit and you felt where the contraction is, you'll feel the upper butt contract. And that's what we're targeting right here. Now, hopefully you're feeling it pretty immediately. If you don't, let's step up your band resistance. If you don't have a band in general, you can actually tuck a dumbbell behind your knee and do a donkey kick with a bent leg. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and transition to the other side. You do have a 30-second break here, so you can just hang out. But let's go ahead and just talk about really good form here while I have you. So again, you're gonna think about kicking back as if you're pushing a big couch away from you. So drive your energy through your heel and then slowly come back in, resisting the band's tension. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep that core nice and tight. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like, but I do think slower the better. When you're just repping it out, you're not really using any muscle engagement when you do that. Band work is really good at the end of a booty workout because you're basically trying to fatigue everything that's left over, right? You wanna target your big primary leg and booty muscles in heavy compound movements like squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, etc. And then for a finisher, you can do your booty work and really just tax out those muscles and those smaller muscles. So quick personal training tip there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's go ahead, take the band off, and we are going to repeat the single leg deadlift, potentially going a little bit heavier in our weight or slowing down our form, or doing it all. Here we go. You can also change up which hand was holding the dumbbell. I'm gonna do that. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now feel free if you'd like an extra challenge, if you wanna balance, maybe bring the knee up each time. You can also get some core work. Optional though. And if single leg deadlifts are just not available for you, I'm gonna recommend doing a staggered stance deadlift where you're just creating a kickstand with that back foot, but most of your weight is in that front leg, and you're gonna have more balance that way. It also, staggered stance deadlifts, you can also typically use heavier weight than doing a single leg deadlift. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Shake it out. Record your weights. You should need this recovery time because ideally we should be really pushing our weights, okay? During that 60 seconds. If you're like, I can go back to back, no problem, let's go for it, then you're missing the point of strength training. You're just doing basically Pilates. You're just basically doing, you know, high rep, low weight, and you're not focusing on actually going slow, having slow reps or lower reps, and challenging your weights, okay? So this is not a Pilates class, y'all. This is strength training. It should be heavy, should be slow, and should be very intentional. Almost faster. Booty should be very activated. Hamstrings, very activated. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Gorgeous. All right, last 2 moves. Let's go into our doggy kicks. Okay, the band comes on. If you want to pump this out, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure you're really connecting to your muscles as you do it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, as you slowly come back in, you should feel that booty trembling a little bit. I sure do. Should be like a little mini earthquake. Ba-dunk-a-dunk. Also, something that I forgot to mention is no arching of that low back, okay? I know it looks cuter if you're trying to impress some boys at the gym, but it's not gonna impress me as your trainer, because that is bad form. Keep the back neutral. You're gonna get a better booty workout. Let's not pop that booty, not right now. We'll do that later. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, let's go ahead and change up where the band is. So notice how it's locked under. That way, the band is going nowhere. It's not gonna start sliding up my thigh and get all like up in my business. We wanna lock it down, and that's gonna help us just stay in control of the band. Here we go. Final move. We take off in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring it back and in. Coming up on your last 30 seconds. Almost there. Final 10. Let's finish it up. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Gorgeous. I hope your booty is feeling nice and toasty. Great work today. Booty builder is where it's at. Keep repeating this workout over and over again and focus on lifting heavier and heavier every single time. That is it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please go ahead and like this video, comment down below, and let me know what your favorite exercise move was. If you want more workouts from me, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know every single time I post a new workout. And if you're on a health journey and are looking to lose some stubborn fat, go ahead and grab my Ultimate Fat Loss Guide with 21 proven strategies to help you lose weight and keep it off. Go ahead and download the guide in the description below this video.